So, one of the biggest questions that Nancy and I are getting right now is why am I not closing sales on LinkedIn? And let me rephrase that. There are some people that are closing sales on LinkedIn, and then there's a camp of people that aren't. And those are the ones that are asking us this question. And there is one simple answer. Content. Your content is why you're not closing sales on LinkedIn. Now, I'm going to explain. But before I do, as I've said before, if you are watching on social, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, we're doing a free workshop coming up this Monday, the 24th of November, and Tuesday, the 25th, both 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern. It's a 2-day workshop called The Expert's Edge, creating content that closes clients on LinkedIn. So if you're looking to learn this strategy, it's completely free. If you're watching on social, as I mentioned, just type the word me in the comments. We'll send you the link to get registered. Nearly 900 people have already registered, which is wild. We may have 1,000 people for this one, which is crazy. So super excited for that. If you're listening on the podcast, super easy. It's not too late to register. Just go to the description of this episode, grab the link, click on it, name an email, and you will be in. It's live and recorded, so you can watch the replay all this week. Or all the week that it's coming out, which is the 24th. So we would love to see you there. So your content is why you're not closing sales. Now, let me clarify a couple things. What a lot of people are still doing is they are cross-posting their content from other platforms. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and they're basically just cross-posting it. Maybe they're using a posting platform like Hootsuite or Buffer, just doing like a one-shop stop type of thing. And then they wonder why nothing is working. Well, the reason why it's not working is there is a specific way that your LinkedIn content needs to be structured. It should not be structured like a Facebook post. It should not be structured like an Instagram post. It should not be structured like a TikTok post or a YouTube video. LinkedIn has its own structure. So if you're that person that is just cross-posting to all different platforms and wondering why your content is invisible, this is why. You need to treat it like a separate platform, which it is. So stop cross-posting, because that's hitting the easy button. Oh, I'm posting on all the platforms. That's great. But if it's not converting that content into paying clients, then it's just wasted time that you're spending creating that content. And I don't want to add anything else onto people's plates, but we teach people to lead with LinkedIn, and then you can worry about the other platforms. Because again, the average age of someone on LinkedIn is 35 to 55. Yearly income is $75,000 to $100,000 a year or more. It's 277% more effective for organic lead generation than any other platform. And 88% of the people on LinkedIn are in a decision-making role. So there are a number of factors of why it's best to be on this platform. So if the content that you're creating, you're just cross-posting from other platforms on the LinkedIn and it's falling on deaf ears, that's why, because it has to be structured the right way. I would say the other reason why someone's content on LinkedIn is not getting the right traction is you're curating it and you're crafting it the wrong way in the sense of how you're posting it. There's a lot of people that sell and pitch in their content. There's a lot of people that don't give enough value. There's a lot of people that don't give enough tangible takeaways where there's a next step after the person reads the content. You have to understand that in the day and age that we're in, specifically on LinkedIn, the number one way to create visibility, to create reach, to create growth in your business and actually sales being closed is all predicated not only on the people that are in your network, but the people that are consuming your content. So if you're not curating the right content for the right people, you're not going to get engagement. You're not going to have increased reach. You're not going to have increased visibility. So here's the key to this. Nancy and I continually study what is and what is not working on LinkedIn when it comes to content, right? So is it text only posts? Is it image text posts? Is it polls? Is it articles? Is it newsletters? Is it short form video, medium form length video, LinkedIn lives? What is translating the best? Now, there is not one answer for all of that. Every person on LinkedIn has different networks that engage in different content. But what we do is we look at the text posts that are getting a lot of engagement and why. We look at the image text posts that are getting a lot of engagement and why. Poll questions, same thing. Articles, newsletters, slide document or carousel posts. We look at all of these to see, okay, what's the correlation here? Let's dissect this post and why is it converting so well? So what we've done is we've reversed engineered this, and we actually teach people, and this is part of what we're going to be teaching in our free workshop, the foundational breakdown and structure of a high performing text post, image text post, newsletter, poll. All of those things have to synergistically work together. And what we have found, not only for us, but the people that work directly with us in various programs that we have and or our AI content LinkedIn prompt community, the Expert Content Society, we have found people are getting more visibility, more reach, more engagement, more impressions, more comments, more conversations, and more sales. Just because they're actually leveraging the structure of the content that they're looking to produce on LinkedIn for the right type of clients and connections they have the right way. They're not just pressing the easy button. Anyone could use Hootsuite or Buffer and load up a quote tile and just say, oh, I'm going to schedule it to every single thing here. That's great. That's being omnipresent. But if your goal, if you're watching or listening to this and your goal is, well, Scott, I want to create content. I want to make sure it's value added. I want to make sure that it's actually converting into clients, then you need to take a couple steps back. You need to really look at what you're doing right now. And if you're not making the appropriate time to create quality content on LinkedIn the right way, LinkedIn continues to tell people, and they write their own newsletters on this. So many people are talking about this. If you market yourself the right way on LinkedIn as a value added individual in the network that you have, as an expert in the space that you're in, as a go-to resource, you're going to see growth in your business. People ask me all the time, how do you continue to close people from LinkedIn? My content. I have people reaching out to me all the time, thanking me for the newsletter I just wrote. Thank you for the post about that. I had someone just reach out to me today, literally sent me a DM and said, interesting take on your post about how your October 1st is everyone else's January 1st. I'm interested in your workshop. I didn't ask that person to reach out to me. They were impacted by the structure and the way that I correlated and wrote that post that led them to reach out. And that's the great thing. So Nancy and I, her brilliant mind and brain, we've taken our knowledge of AI and GPTs and created these individualized prompts that people in our community can use, that they just click on the prompt to create whatever post they want, whether it's a text image post, a poll question, a newsletter, a video, a carousel post, a quote tile. And when they hit get started, which it connects to your chat GPT, it's going to say, we're about to create an image text post. Here's my first question. Who is this for? What's your target audience? Great. And then it's going to ask you 5 or 6 questions that correlate to the theme of that high engaging post. And at the end, it takes all of your answers and structures it into a high engaging post that's optimal for LinkedIn only. When you start treating LinkedIn like a separate platform, which it is, including the way that you're creating your LinkedIn content, you're going to see everything skyrocket. So again, if you're interested in joining our final free LinkedIn workshop of the year, which is November 24th and 25th from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you're watching on social, just type the word me in the comments and I'll send you the link to get registered. If you're listening on the podcast, super easy. It's not too late. Go to the description, click the link, get yourself signed up, and we'll see you on day number 1, November 24th at 12 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode and today's training. Love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you next time.